Welcome back to Sail Up. Today we're going to talk about the things that are changing sailing, evolving our sport to make things better for us, easier to sail, go faster, and maybe even better for the environment. We're at Boot Dusseldorf 2025. I'm going to be looking at new boats, world premieres, and everything down to cool boxes that keep things cool for nearly up to 2 weeks. First, I'm going to see Max Gurgel here at the X-Yachts stand. Max is basically part of the design team of the new XR41, which you can see on the sail here is a world premiere. This boat is designed to go super fast. Let's see what Max is going to say. Hello, bud.
Hi.
How you doing, mate?
Fine.
Can I pop this mic on you and we'll
Yes, sure.
tell the world what it is you do? Right, let's go. So, XR41 is a total game changer in hull development. What's been happening here?
Yeah, so we wanted to do come up with a design which is really winning races in ORC.
That's good.
Yeah.
Because that means fun for sailing as well in
also,
general.
Yeah. And also we wanted to have a boat which is really fun to sail. So the hull that you see here, the hull shape, it is very, very special. The most interesting thing is that we have lot volume in the front.
Should we take a look at that?
Exactly. So in this area we have quite a bit of volume. Mm-hmm. And actually the boat also, it sails a bit like a scow.
Oh, really? Okay,
so
that's interesting.
It comes very easily out of the water.
So this is the whole point of this. You've got that volume allowing it to lift up.
Yeah.
Wow.
And we have quite a huge overhang in the front.
Yeah.
So in measurement trim, we have 1 meter overhang, which leads to the situation that we have a very sharp stem, combined with very round water lines in the front.
Right.
Yeah. So the whole volume is quite far to the front, and to the stern we have less volume. The water lines really end quite narrow.
Yeah. Okay.
And also we have this concave exit.
I see this. We'll have a look at the stern. The stern's quite interesting.
Yes.
So basically, the stern of this boat has a kind of reverse contour.
Yeah.
Which is it's changing the bow wave. Sorry, the stern wave.
The stern wave, yeah, exactly. We are pushing down the stern wave.
Yeah.
So the water is exiting really nicely from the stern.
So the whole point of this is to get a boat on the plane quick.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, got you. So effectively what we're seeing here is a boat which is being designed, and I know you've used a lot of AI and the likes and a lot of algorithms to make this happen.
Yes.
But effectively, the design philosophy of this is a boat which is really good fun to sail, I think was number one, right? It'll go fast as hell.
Yes.
But on paper, it's kind of not the performer that you'd expect.
Exactly. I always say we want to be fast on the water and slow on paper. That's our goal, yeah?
Okay,
and we achieved that quite nicely, I think. So.
Not only that, mate, it looks fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, so Max, we can follow you racing this as well. Where would we follow you racing this?
Yes, we will sail this boat, exactly this boat. This is hull number 2.
Yeah.
And this will be sailed by a German team. And we will have the first regatta on the 1st of May.
Okay.
Then we will have 2 boats on the starting line, so hull number 1 and hull number 2.
Okay.
And we also have some more conventional boats.
Well, it's nice to see you putting your money where your mouth is.
Yeah.
And we'll pop a link in the description so you can follow Max's racing and see how he gets on. Let me grab my mic. I'm going to look at something completely different, mate, and that is an expedition vessel. Been a pleasure chatting.
Yeah.
We'll see you soon, mate.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks,
see
bud.
you soon.
Ciao. Okay, so X-Yachts are clearly market leaders in going flat out and looking cool, and they're very plush as well inside. So we're going to take a look at the likes of KM Yachts. They're here, so they build like Pelagic 77. That's Skip Novak's adventure vessel. They've got their best of her on display here at the moment. Beautiful aluminium boat built to take one hell of a battering. And then we can also take a wander around, just quickly show you what's happening with like a SWAN. They've got the 108 coming out. So it's a massive yacht. I mean, that's really, really cool. But I think kind of moving on a little bit more for what's more relevant to people like me, we want to go and have a look at chart plotters and stuff like that, and some more cool little gadgets that are making a difference. So here we've got KM Yachts, and we've got their best of her range. Here we've got Micmac. Micmac's an aluminium adventure kind of expedition vessel, has to be the word. They're like nothing else. Cool thing about this boat and KM on whole, they're made from aluminium obviously, but they're made from recycled aluminium. which is like all part of the message from these guys at KM. I think looking at how we build boats for how we recycle them in the future, or the impact on the environment, and what we do with the bits if we have to fix them, is really important. We've also got a little model here of Pelagic 77, that Skip Novak's expedition vessel. Absolutely fantastic. He's a nutcase, no questions there. But anyway, speaking of models, this is the 128, getting launched this year. Unbelievable, the size of this thing. Pretty cool, pretty traditional. I'm told the interior is absolutely bonkers on the first one. So really looking forward to that. Tartan interior, what? Crazy. Anyway, speaking of boats and what's happening with things underneath the waterline like we were in the X-Yachts, a quick wander past something that is happening with X-Yachts at the moment. And that's twin sail drives for regenerating power. Interesting concept. The thing with twin sail drive is we get more regeneration, twice the regeneration, potentially. But we've also got to think about drag. So it's always a trade-off. Obviously it's going to be better with faster boats, but will it work on boats that aren't all that fast? If you want to find out more about that, go and check out Sailing Uma, our friends over there. They're doing that to their Peterson 36, 2 twin ocean boats. So let's see how that works out. Could be quite exciting. So moving into dinghy world here, we're going to have a quick look at a couple of things here. This is AB from Colombia. Nothing particularly new here at the moment. A drop-down transom, it's a cool idea, it's been around a few years. Basically allows you to fold the outboard forwards so you don't need to put it away. Take it off, hug it around and lift it. Great for lazy people like me. Got another cool dinghy to look at, which is more of a super kind of yacht tender, but it's really, really cool. I want to show you that now before we move on to some things I can actually afford. Kayla, hey, how you doing? I'm all right, mate. Let me pop this on you, bud.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Good, thank you.
Okay, tell me about this. I know you've been developing this for a while, since we met you, well, last year when we met you. So
yeah.
What have you been doing?
Yeah, it was a 18-month project, basically, and we have decided a couple of years ago to try to broke the market of the ribs and make a unique design.
It's definitely
just for, elevate owner, and just to have premium material like pre-preg carbon fiber, an electric engine, Mitec, one of the smarter in the market.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a full custom concept, and with a nice touch of Italian.
Yeah, well, I see you're keeping it Italian as well, because the Mitec motor that we showed you in the past, that obviously folds up and down. It's all electric, even the steering, and that's Italian. So that's making sense, right?
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was carbon fiber, but I do see that now. I saw it as I came in. It's pre-preg carbon fiber, making this super light, basically.
Yeah, absolutely. So consider that the total weight of the system, including battery pack and engine, is just 286 kilo. So
I mean, that's pretty impressive. And there's a lot of batteries in here as well. The 48-volt batteries, I think.
Yes, correct.
So yeah, if you happen to be in the market for something that looks super kind of futuristic, yeah, it's kind of really classy as well with this kind of cushions, and it's beautiful.
And we have integrated a display here that works with a domotic system from Amare, ASW Domotic, that can be connected directly with the boat or your mobile. Always,
fantastic. I'm almost feeling bad putting my hand on it.
Yeah?
Yeah. Look, Michaela, thanks, mate.
Thank you so much.
We're going to shoot and see some other bits and bobs. Can I pinch my microphone?
Absolutely. Please.
Thanks, buddy. And we'll see you in a bit.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
So we're now in a completely new hall. This hall is all about deck equipment and other sorts of equipment for sailing boats, and things I didn't even know that existed as well. But first, I know Virginie's here. She's got a life jacket for me to try on, and this isn't about a life jacket. Is this? Hi, how you doing?
It's fine, I'm fine.
Can I pop this on? Oh.
Yeah, sure. So people can hear me.
Right.
Hi.
I know I have to wear this.
Good idea. It's better to have it on board. You're fully right.
So what we're looking at then?
Yeah, sure. So new design Proline from Wichard.
Okay. So we all need these for sure. So this is kind of one-handed operation. That's quite cool. So this is obviously, anyone who's done any climbing, this is quite cool, right? Because the basics of this are we've got quite a big gate, so that means there's a lot of area to get the things through there. And this is quite fine entry as well, so that's easy.
Just in one second.
So there must be more than that. One-handed operation. What else is going on with this?
It's reflective here, retroreflective.
So that means it glows in the dark.
That's it. You can see where you actually attach it on board.
Right, okay.
And you can make it a 3-point attachment, adding this to, oops.
Yeah.
So that when you have to move on board, when it's rough sea, it's easier.
Okay.
And then you really have
All
two in
right.
your hands.
So we've
and
now
move.
effectively cow hitched one onto the other one clip on the boat at all times. This one doesn't have a stretchy bit on it. What's this? What's going on here?
It's just two different. So this is what could be considered as a fuse. It means if you reach a peak of loads when you're moving due to the movement of the boat, then it can break, and it means you reach the peak and you have to change and get to a safety configuration with having a new one.
Right, okay, so this is again going back to that whole sort of climbing technology and via ferrata and the likes. If this falls, I'm presuming what you're saying is this breaks the fuse.
That's it.
On a dynamic load, so if you take a fall off a rig or something, but then it stretches and it helps to prevent damage to your bones and your back. Because
Exactly.
that's giving you it's taking some of that energy away. Yeah?
You have said everything. So we have different configurations according to what you're expecting to have, as a safety equipment.
Cool.
So
All right, cool.
here we go.
There you go. So something simple, nice and easy.
Very
I've got-
simple and safe then.
Yeah, I've got something else really simple as well, which is like probably the most simple thing I've seen at this show, but I love it and we'll definitely be putting it on our boat.
Okay.
Ciao. Okay, so the cool thing with the Wichard group is they've got like loads of people in their team at the moment, lots of different brands, which means that they can do things like this. This is the Profile, the new Profile. It's a kind of structural top-down furler. Really, really cool. But because they're able to knock things around so many different design centers and different companies that they're working with, they're able to produce things pretty quick. I know this is cool as well. It's for bigger boats, obviously, nothing like anything I've got. But basically, that's just about hydraulics. So electric furlers can take you so far in the world, but when you need to go bigger, you need to find a way to power them. Hydraulics is what they've gone with there. Makes perfect sense. So that's a hydraulic top-down furler, so a flying sails furler, let's say. So I'm going to go over now and check out some ropes. This is the cool little thing. It's dead simple. I love it. So some of the most simple things make the biggest difference to us, right? And the guys at Marlow have been working with the Clipper race and the likes to make some differences. We've got a couple of things cool here, guys. We've got a directional furling line here, right? So this is for these sort of single line furlers for the flying sails and like flying headsets. And it's got an arrow in it, which is super simple because as it goes around the drum or what we're going to furl with, basically one side says it's going to furl in and the other side is going to furl out. It's always pointing the direction, so you don't have to wonder, when you get to the back of the boat, which side's doing what, which can be a problem. Another cool thing they've got is over here. Hey, mate.
Hi.
How you doing, bud?
Good, thanks. You?
Pinch these for a second. Yeah, I'm good. They've only got 2 of these on show here, but this is what they did with the Clipper. So they've got their reefing lines marked with the flex. So 1 flex would be reef 1, 2 flex, reef 2, 3 flex, reef 4. And they also created these other color systems here. So you've got black in a color, or you can have white in a color. And what they did there was say black in a color went up the mast and white in a color went along the deck. So people getting on and off the boats could figure out very quickly what line did what. All pretty simple stuff. And for people like me who are doing overnight sailing or falling asleep or generally not that clever, that's really good.
No worries.
Good to see you, mate.
Take care.
See you in a bit. So we're going to take a little wander along here. We're going to look at some things which are on all boats. So definitely relevant to every sailor. Okay, so we're going to check out what Flexofold have brought back to the market. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, thanks.
Oh.
Yeah.
Pop this on you, my friend.
Yep.
And you can tell us about bringing this one back from the dead.
Yeah, the reintroducing from the racing prop. We have now relaunched it again, especially for the Yanmai 3 YM30A with a 25 Saildrive on.
So we're looking around about 30-foot size boats, race boats, and boats that want to go fast?
about that size, yes.
Yeah.
It's a very good prop. It reduces the drag with up to 20%.
Yeah,
So
okay.
we are very happy about the performance. and also the very easy maintenance. There has almost no maintenance on it, no fat, no oil.
Yeah.
So it's lubricated through the water.
It's that simple. What I do like about the Flexofold props is these rubbers as well. Because as this opens up,
it's very easy with the centrifugal power, and when you turn off the engine and raise the sails, then it will fold together and be very smooth through the water.
it's quite cool. You got the anodes on the top there as well, which is nice and neat.
Yeah, we have both sides.
And a good foil shape as well. That's kind of what Flexofold's quite proud of, I think.
Yes.
For giving you decent torque. Obviously, you're not going to get the same torque that you're going to get from a 3 or a 4 blade prop, but this is about boats that want to race, so it's more about that shape.
Yeah, and we keep to the 2 blades for
Okay.
racing cars. Yeah.
Right, well, I'm going to go and look at some fenders. Something else every boat's got.
Yeah.
Can I pinch my microphone?
Thank you.
Pinch that, buddy?
Yep.
All right.
You're welcome.
Oh, it's stuck to you. Thank you very much. We'll see you in a bit. Ciao. So cool to see what's going on with props, and nice to see someone bringing an old product back to the market through demand. That's really cool. Now, moving on to something else, we're looking at fenders. Every boat's got fenders, but we're also going to move on to something which I said was really cool. There's a bit of a catch in that name. So these guys were actually on one of our videos a long time ago with a product. It's pretty cool. Ramis, how are you, bud?
Hey.
Good to see you, mate.
Hi.
I want you to tell me all about this. But just pop this on.
Yeah.
So you've moved up in the world.
Hi guys. So we are saving space on boats. So that means less than 60%. What I like is also it's environment friendly. It's EPDM. Yeah, it's very high quality. It doesn't stick on the roof from the boat.
Okay. Yeah.
And people love it because when they have painting boats or foiled, yeah, it means it doesn't stick. It doesn't rubber. It makes no noise. Yeah, it doesn't squeeze. So. Yeah.
Well, the thing I like about this one is that when it goes under the water, it doesn't sort of go like that. It'll go like this under the water.
For example, if you have a rope over here, yeah, and this is the water line, so you can just drop pop fender into the water. It fills with water and stays at that corner.
Yeah,
for example.
that's what I mean. It stays level or at plumb. What size boat's this one for?
Yeah, I mean it's a strange because some people use with bigger boats smaller fenders, and some people with smaller boats use bigger fenders. So actually, it's up to the vegetation. Yeah, it's stormy or windy.
Yeah.
People with bigger boats use the current pop fender as a spare fender, as I told you, for underwater, or for the dinghy or for the smaller buy boat. So I mean, if you have a bigger boat, we work on the bigger pop fenders. So
that's more like it. Yeah. That's going to work on a boat like what we used to.
This is a prototype. It shows you the design, and for us, it's for testing. So at the end, I think we will be launched at the beginning of next year. It took about 4 to 6 months to build the molds. Wow. And after that, we test the pop fender, and then we are ready to go.
Wow, so, there's a lot of development there.
Yeah. And a good feature is also our color edition. So we have many nice colors for your boats.
Ramirez, thanks so much, mate.
Thank you.
All right,
have a good one, yeah.
Can I take my microphone?
Yeah.
Thanks, buddy. All right, we'll see you in a bit. Well done, mate, and good luck with the development. I think it's brilliant. Let's go and see a company called Qool. I think it's Qool, or is it Cool? Qool. Yeah. This is effectively going to change the way that people look at cruising long distances, and I'm sure it's going to make a massive difference to a lot of Atlantic crossings and the likes. So I'm really excited to show you these guys. Oh, and the guys I'm sharing the stand with have got something that you probably didn't even know you needed. So this one I've been looking forward to. I think it's super important, and they can be a noisy bunch because they're sharing a stand. So I've had to pull this boat out. Benedict.
Hello.
How you doing, mate?
Yeah, doing great. Great day, great weekend.
Good, so this is cool.
Yeah.
It's a Qool box called Qool, which makes perfect sense. But this thing's actually amazing. I think it's going to change the way that we look at crossing the Atlantic and the Pacific. So let's hear why.
We have a completely game changer. So we have a vacuum insulated cooler.
Yeah.
And that cooler works completely with no electricity. So you can have ice cubes up to 21 days. So we have here ice cubes after 10 days. Yeah.
21 days ice cubes.
We have now 10 days. We have cool ice we have Prosecco, we have drinks, and that's all on ice. But normally we cool with temperature elements, and I will show you over there.
Okay, so as we go over there, so this is the last day of Boot Dusseldorf. Boot Dusseldorf being a 10-day show, and of course, that ice has been in there for 10 days.
Yeah, right.
So tell me about cooling elements.
Right. We have we can cool with ice cubes, but our specific temperature elements can set specific temperatures to the Qool box. So we have here -2 to +2 degrees. It's perfect for drinks and food.
Yeah.
And now we have 9 to 10 days. No, today's the 10th day with the goods inside. It's already
10 days.
Still cold.
Oh, that's good.
That's because of our temperature elements, which set the temperature. But we have also a specific or a different insulation material. We have a vacuum insulation, and the vacuum insulation insulates 10 times better than any other insulation material like Styropor or something like that.
So you actually make these yourself. The temperature that's regulating sort of insulation, you're making that yourself.
Yes, that's our technology. Okay. We produce it in Germany.
Okay, so obviously for me, thinking about crossing the Pacific or something like that, and then we're fishing, but where would you go if you caught yourself a big mahi-mahi? That may be an answer here.
Yeah, we can freeze as well. So we have the red ones that I already explained, and we have the white ones, which is -18 degrees. So you can freeze down and have ice cream or frozen fish or meat or anything else with you for up to 10 days without electricity.
And what about wine?
Wine! We have also a specific temperature element which is called room temperature.
Okay.
So we have 22 degrees plus, and you can store your red wine up to 10 days with this room temperature element as well.
All right, mate. Well, I think that's fantastic. Thanks, mate. We're going to have a quick chat here with Stefan as well. We've got, on sharing the same stand, we've got Stefan. Stefan, how you doing, mate?
Yes, something special for you guys.
It's something that I think not many people would even think they even realize they needed.
Exactly.
Or even you existed. So tell me what you came up with and how you came up with this idea.
To explain it in a short way is about 7 months ago I brought a boat from Belgium to the north of Germany.
Yeah.
And
it was not my canals.
Yes, exactly. And it was not my boat.
Yeah.
And the owner knows a good friend of mine that's called Sasha. It's my business partner. And he's working a lot with wood. And then they discussed what can we do because we need a fender boat.
Right.
It was clear we need it because you have to imagine you have Schleusen, in English is locks.
So a lock, yeah.
Locks, you have locks.
Yeah. So like a sluice
and
gate.
then he built up the first fender board for us. And the most important thing is if you use the usual fender, you can lose it. And with this fender board, which is rough at the back side, it sticks like glue. You know? So if you go down or if you go up, it's always with you.
Yeah, so fender boards are basically, in case you're not sure, when you're going into a canal, the boat would slide up, it goes up and down with the water as the water fills up the canal lock. And then you have a problem with getting your fenders hung up on anything or caught.
Exactly.
And like you're saying, sometimes when a board is in there, like a normal plank of wood, it can slip out and pop out.
Yes.
So this has actually got to go, I can feel it, it's like a friction on the back, definitely there.
Perfect. We are the only one in Europe who are able to customize your fender board. So you can customize this with your name, and you even can also customize the size of it. So it doesn't matter if you would like to have a shorter or smaller, whatever you like, because each board is a customized board. So this is the most important thing. So if you've got a big boat, you can say we do it like 2 meters, but we've got regular sizes with 1 meter 24, and the other one is 1 meter 49.
Which is fantastic. So materials-wise,
yes,
it's wood.
Exactly.
Okay, so does that mean it's okay? It's good for the environment? We're not putting microplastics into the sea?
Exactly. That is. And we've got 13 pieces of wood in here.
Okay, so it looks like birch ply. Is it birch?
Yeah.
That's just the boat builder and me coming
Perfect.
Okay, cool. So it's birch ply. That's going to last a long time. So hardwood in there. Yeah. And 13 plies, very good. And it also means it's going to take up to stresses. But you can maybe even use it as a gangplank if you wanted.
You can use it, and that's the reason why it's also good that it's the back side is rough, even for your fenders. And on the other side, you can use it to walk through or to pass through to your boat. Doesn't matter if you're going as a human or if your dog is with you, whatever, you just pass by and everything's fine.
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Well, Stefan, thanks, mate.
man. See you.
Appreciate that, mate. Thank you very much.
It was a pleasure to see you.
Yeah,
Thanks,
well,
sir.
it's been a real pleasure to spend some time with these guys and everybody else that we've been to see today as well. I hope you found some of this interesting and useful for your sailing. So do follow all of these people. The links description, obviously that's where we'll find them. And anything that you're interested in as well and what you find interesting about this, please do let us know. We look forward to hearing from you later and hopefully get you to subscribe, join the channel and help supporting us to come to these events to bring this information to you. And we'll see you next time when we're on the boat, I think. Where's the wine?